Are you looking for a fast, action-packed card game that your children will love and that will help them learn? In this video, we will look at Dobble. Dobble is a card matching game, and it's very easy to adapt for children of all different ages. In this video, I will first explain how the game works. Then I'll explain what the game teaches. Then we will look at what is in the box. Then we will look at how to play the game. And finally, we will look at all the ways you can play the game for children of different age groups. Hi, I'm Mr. Charles, and I've been teaching English and in particular spoken fluency for around 10 years. On my channel, Mr. Charles's Classroom, I give lots of ideas and strategies on how you can help your child to learn. So let's look at Dobble. The game was first released in 2009, and I found it about 5 years ago, and I've been playing it ever since with my students. Children of all ages love this game because it's really fast-paced and action-packed. Adults also love to play it too. So here's Dobble, and this is how you play the game. Inside the box, there's a deck of 55 cards. Each card looks a bit like this and has pictures on it. Each of the 55 cards has a unique pattern of 8 pictures, all different shapes and sizes. For any 2 cards, there is one picture and one picture only that matches. The aim of the game is simple. Players need to find the matching pictures on the 2 different cards as quickly as possible and call it out. So here's what Dobble can teach your child. Firstly, for younger learners, they're going to learn a lot of new objects and what those objects are, how to say the words and what they look like. For example, spider, dog, cactus, and all the random objects that are on the cards. For younger learners, they're going to be curious about what these objects are and they will want to discuss all about them. Secondly, Dobble teaches competitiveness in a fun way because the aim of the game is to collect the cards as quickly as possible. Thirdly, Dobble teaches understanding and the following of rules. By explaining the rules to your child and by your child understanding them and learning to play and getting it right and wrong, your child will learn about rules of the game. And finally, Dobble is going to be a great way to teach creativity, cooperation and fairness, because you can use the game to encourage your child to adapt the rules for themselves. So when your child is playing with you or their friends, they will want to change and adapt the rules in their own way to make the game more fun. Comes with a can that's really well made, and this can protect the cards. So let's have a look inside. So inside you get the deck of 55 cards, and you get the game rules booklets, which tells you how to play the game. But don't worry, I'm going to tell you anyway. So inside you have the cards, and each card has 8 pictures on it like that. I'm just going to quickly open this up and then we can have a look. And each card has its own unique pattern of 8 pictures. So here you can see an igloo, a water drop, a pencil, a yin-yang sign and a little cat. And on the next one, you've got a question mark, a paint splat, a carrot, a bomb and a clown. And as you can see, each card is completely different. So as we mentioned before, the aim of the game is to match the pictures. So let's have a look at how to play a game. So let's look at the most simple way to play the game. You put the deck of cards in the middle. Now you can have 2 to 8 players. Let's say we've got 2 players, so I'm going to give each player 1 card. Now the aim of the game is for each player to look at their card and the central card and to see which one picture matches. So I'm looking at this top card and this card, say that this player is me, and I can see that the exclamation mark here and here match. So I would say exclamation mark and I would take the card. Now both players look at their own card, so this player puts the card they want on top, and both players look at their own card again and the new top card. And again, you've got to match the top picture. So imagine I'm this player now and I'm looking. Can I see which one of these is matching? And this player is also looking. And then this player sees, oh look, I've got a pencil and there's a pencil here. So they shout pencil and they take the top card again. So now they've each got 1 card. And they start again. So the first person who says the name of the picture that matches their card wins the card, and you go all the way down until you've got all the cards from here. Then you count which of the 2 players has the most cards. The person with the most cards wins. How we can adapt this game for children of different age groups. For children of 18 months to 3 years, you can use these cards as flashcards, and you can teach your children all about the different pictures, what they mean and what the objects are. One activity you can play is to say an object that's on the card and ask your child to point at the object. So here I might say tree, and I want my child to point at the tree. And then I can say well done, and then I can say heart, and hopefully my child will point at the heart. This is a great little simple game. Point at a picture and ask your child to say what it is. So here I will point at the heart and what's this? And hopefully the child will say heart. And then maybe I will point at the dinosaur. What's this? And the child will say dinosaur. 3 to 4 years old, you can make things a bit more difficult. If they understand the games we've just played, then you can try a new one where you describe something. So I might say, which of these pictures is a really tall thing with lots of green leaves? Hopefully the child will point and say tree. And which of these pictures is a very scary animal? And hopefully the child will say dinosaur. And you can make the descriptions slightly more difficult each time to increase the difficulty level. And another super fun game you can play is I Spy. I spy something beginning with D. So what's the D sound? D is the sound of D. So hopefully the child will see that dinosaur begins with the D sound. So this is a great way to bring a bit of phonics into the game. 4 to 6. At this age, they can start playing the game the proper way. However, if they're finding it a little bit difficult, you can slow the game down. Let's see how that works. So let's say you're playing with your child. If you want to slow the game down, you can give each player 3 or 4 seconds to look for a card, and you can take it in turns. So let's say this is the child. We'll say 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully in that time they see that their picture is an igloo. If they can do it, great, they get the card. If not, it goes to the other player and they get 4 seconds. In this way, there's a bit more time for a child to pick the card when they're playing against an adult. 7 and older, you can play the game the real way, and you can encourage children to play as quickly as possible. You can also increase the difficulty level by, instead of saying that the children should name the picture that they see, encouraging the children to describe the picture that they see. So in this one, the child sees that the igloo matches. So instead of saying igloo, they will say a cold place where Eskimos live. And then that's an igloo. And then they can get their card. Then we look at the next picture and we can say here that this child has got a bomb. So they can say a round thing that goes boom, or something like that. Let us know in the comments how you've created your own rules for playing this game. Also, if you have your own favorite game that you would like me to make a video on, please mention that in the comments too. See you next time!